All right, YouTube. So I did dating advice for younger men. Now I'm going to do dating advice for older men, which I consider 40 and up. Like I done heard people say, you too old to date and all this, all that. I don't agree with that. You're never too old for it. And even if you don't consider it dating, it's dating when you're dealing with the opposite sex, when you're interacting with them and your ultimate goal is sex and or relationships. It's dating, whether you want to call it that or not. So I want to give advice for guys over 40. And this one is going to be a little more detailed than it was with the younger guys. Younger guys, their main obstacle is these women are highly promiscuous. And that's all men's obstacle, but especially for a younger man in his 20s and 30s, these women are more likely to try to deceive you, and I'm probably going to do a part 2 to that because I didn't talk about the love bombing, but I'm going to talk about it on here. The first piece of dating advice that I would give guys 40 or older, in particular, even guys in my age, is know what you're up against. You're up against wounded women, you're up against damaged women, you're up against promiscuous, drug use, previous drug abuse, almost anything you could think of. Messing with girls, which is a red flag. It's a red flag, whether you want it to be or not. If she ever dealt with girls, it's a red flag. It is. So know what you're up against. And the second thing, know how to vet. Don't let them interview you. You interview them. You interview them. You interview them. Like, especially if you're looking for a relationship. You looking for a relationship, you got to know what you up against. Don't get with no woman that turns to drugs when things don't go right. Don't get with women who are physically violent, because when they lose, they're going to mess your life up. Because I'm betting and I'm guessing, if I'm a betting man, that you going to win in a fight with most of them. So you don't want no woman that gets physically violent. So know what you up against. Know how to vet is my first 2 pieces of advice. Know how to vet. And the same thing that I said to the younger guys, I say to the older guys. There is no pressure. The pressure's on them. The pressure's not supposed to be on you. If you a man, especially an older man, and you feel pressured to be with a woman, you're not being a man. You're not being a man. You're supposed to want to get you some. But you also supposed to know how it feels to get some. Once you hit 40, you already pretty much should have bust all types of nuts. And you know how it feels. You like the feeling, but you know how it feels. You've been there before. So there's no pressure, man. Don't let these church folks pressure you. Remember, they're people like you. Y'all be letting church people walk around like they gods or something. And like God show favoritism. The Bible saying Acts 10:34 and 35, be not deceived. God is not a respecter of persons. So what that's saying is he's not one to show favoritism. It said, but in every nation he that works righteousness is accepted with him. So if you are righteous black, righteous white, whoever you are, if you don't do the things he hates, those 7 things, you in good standing with him, you communicate with him, so on and so forth, he gonna love you too. So it ain't no pressure. Y'all think you pressure to get married. Let me tell you something. With the Most High, concubine marriage, same thing. Same thing. I know people ain't gonna say that, because most people don't know that. I had a guy try to tell me, this guy is very brainwashed. So I really try not to argue with him, because he be stuck on false teaching. Like, they be false and easily known to be false. But he be stuck on it like it's the truth. So I don't be arguing with him. I just be looking at him like, all right, man, let's change the subject. I be changing the subject. He said polygyny was evil. How is polygyny evil? God did it for David, and there's in him is no darkness at all. So how is it evil? Only way it's evil is if you think God himself is evil. So there's no pressure. The pressure's on them. Next, they got all type of stuff going that's just gonna waste your time. It's gonna waste your time. If them ain't your kids that she got, you gonna waste time. First chance they get, you ain't my daddy. When it's something they want to do that you try to stop them from doing, Mr. Stepdaddy, those are they go-to words. You ain't my daddy. And they telling the truth. And because you ain't their daddy, you let her deal with them. So it's a bunch of stuff that'll waste your time. And therefore, my advice to you is, look at what we just mentioned. There's no pressure. Relax. Don't let her waste your time. Vet her. Act like you've been there before and busting up. Some dudes, when they see what they like, like me, it's certain stuff I like. You gotta know how to just relax. Put your business first, what you trying to do in life first. And know and understand, these women in your age group, especially in my age group, are more demanding. So, same thing I told the younger dudes, some of the stuff we're gonna just repeat. When you deal with them, when you talk to them like you talking to a weaker person. Especially if you say, well, I only like women in my age group. Yeah, women in your age group, a lot of them, they gonna be a little less sexual, buddy. A little more slick at the mouth, because they attitude gonna be, I done lived all this time, I don't need you. So don't put pressure on yourself. Next, always treat it as fun. Fun. If you can't have fun with the women you talk to, you deal with, take them off the list. You don't need no drama. You got enough drama at work and whatever else you got going. You don't need no woman coming in bringing more drama. Next thing is, when you deal with these women as an older man, you shouldn't deal with no woman that's not gonna add something positive to you. So once you vet her out, and if she talking all that entitled stuff, what you gotta be, what you gotta do, you say to her, well, what about you? What are you gonna bring? Because remember, whether you young or old, they supposed to help you do what? Multiply. This ain't subtraction. This ain't division, where we get the word divorce from. This is multiplication. So any woman that's not helping you multiply is just wasting your time, wasting your life. Don't be one of the ones that find out after the fact. Now you old, you've been spending your whole life trying to please some chick. Now you old and you ain't got nothing for yourself, and she gone. So when you deal with them like, if she ain't adding, then I'm skedaddling. If she ain't adding, I'm skedaddling. What skedaddle is this right here? Deuces. That's what skedaddle is. So, if she ain't gonna multiply, I'm gonna fly. Well, my man gotta be high, man. My man. What are you gonna do? We need more than opening the legs. I could go get a prostitute if that's all she gonna do. You can go get a prostitute. Well, you're supposed to be a godly man. You will never in your mother clucking ducking life be able to use my spiritual life to your advantage. A woman is supposed to do more than just have sex. They enjoy it too. What else you gonna do? Which bills you finna pay? All right, you know how to cook? Okay, what you cook? A chick that don't come in wanting to pay, get slayed, laid, whatever you want to call it. She come in like a baby chick? Nah. You gonna be in that nest by yourself. See, we gotta stop letting them do us like this, man. Okay, I'm getting closer to retirement. Are you gonna help me get there sooner? Nah, I don't think I gotta help. All right, hey, listen. Look at your watch. Hey, check, please. You ain't helping me with my retirement? I'm gonna help you with yours, but you ain't gonna help me with mine? Okay. Hey, how you doing? Let me take you out sometime. Damn, same thing with her. I'm getting close to retirement, man. What do you feel about that? Well, I think we supposed to work as a team. Heart be like, there we go. That's what I need to hear. I heard it. Now I need to see it. Work as a team. Sex, you work as a team too. But what these women fail to realize is it's what I like more than you. Oh, you say it ain't? Oh, you must not believe in the Bible then. See, when I get what I like, you get what you like. If I don't get what I like, you ain't get what you like. You will no woman ever. I done learned my lesson. Won't no woman ever be that important to me where she can get what she like, but I can't get what I like. Ain't nothing you got worth that important. These people done dug you out already. What you saying? So, what? Okay. See, I gotta watch what I'm saying. I really don't be understanding where these bras be coming from sometimes. You think you can put me down and that's gonna make me elevate you? No, it's gonna make me not even like you. I don't like women who put me down. Cause I've had women that didn't. And because this is how I look at it too. If you putting me down, why are you here? You don't have confidence in yourself? I don't like women who put me down. I don't care who you is. You put me down enough time, you can know and understand I don't like you. You're not my type. Because my type, when they do say something negative about me, it ain't to get under my skin. It's some type of purpose. I don't believe in that, man. And that brings me to my next point. You are, whether you think so or not, you made it this far. You made it to 40 and up. You are the catch. You are the prize. Know that. That's the next point. Know that you are the catch. You are the prize. And if your behavior and the thing, your habits, your attitudes don't exemplify that, then you need to get better. Because you, at this age, you shouldn't have no drug addictions. What are you, a kid? You relying on that stuff, man. You shouldn't have no addictions at 40. Because you watch porn, that don't make it an addiction. It's an addiction if you can't go without watching. So you are the prize. Be that. Seatbelt all twisted up. Every car I get, the seatbelt get twisted up. Be that. These chicks be lying about their body count. They be lying about their sexual history. They do all of that when it's something that they after. And some women, they just so egotistical, they don't want to believe that they're a hoe or they been a hoe. So they'll make up all these stories that they twist in the truth. We finna talk about that next, after this. So, it's not the same. Next thing. It's not the same for a 40-year-old man as it is for a 40-year-old woman. I can still make babies. It's extremely risky for her. And I would tell y'all, man, be careful having kids with anybody over the age of 35. Especially in this Midwest. They act like you ain't supposed to have baby. So they'll try to cut corners that do damage to the kids. But we ain't gonna let's get off that. You know how YouTube is about that. So you are the prize. You are. Ain't nothing like for a woman having a man in the house. But I would encourage you, man, not to be in the house. They got to earn that over a long period of time. Have your own stuff. Have your own stuff. And if you ain't got your own stuff, your money ain't up high enough. You need to get your money up. You need to spend more time getting that money than trying to get enough. You addicted to hearing, and these young and old dudes are like, y'all think y'all really doing something when they be moaning and groaning and stuff, getting wet. There's some dudes spend more of their time trying to be up in some woman's face than they do trying to have some dollars up in your face and up in your waist. In your pocket, wallet. You just want to, that's all you think about. That's all you think about. That is simp behavior. Like, what's weird about Snoop Dogg, speaking of Snoop, just carried the torch, and E40, and all the rest, what we really don't know a lot about, E40 don't be in the limelight as much as Snoop, is all that advice all of them was giving us, Too Short, I think it was before his time, because it was the truth. Tupac too, wonder why they call you B-I-T-C-H. It was the truth. I think it was just before his time. Remember how Snoop used to say he got his mind on his money and his money on his mind? See, a lot of them dudes had some good. Corrupt. Remember It Ain't No Fun? Remember Corrupt verse? He said if he'll always be broke if he focus on women. So the next point of advice is all in fun and recreation. Always view it that way. Make them take you serious and make them make you take them serious. For both, young and old, you got to be able to handle rejection. You got to be able to handle rejection. Don't be a dude, you got divorced, right? Your wife getting rocked. Your wife out here trying to fall in love. You get rejected one time and you don't want to talk to women no more. Don't stop talking to women. See, man, this just man. No. It's like playing a game of basketball. You didn't stop playing basketball when you was missing shots. I done missed a lot of shots playing basketball. I done made a lot more. You gonna miss shots. And the only thing about dating, you liable to go 5 for 97. For a man, that 5 out of 100 is good. Especially all the games these chicks play now. They show you their leg. They show you everything they got. Their whole entire shape. And then they reject everybody. And by the way, don't ever think that they won't reject you. That's the definition of delusion. You think every woman wants you, every woman gonna go for you, check for you, you's a goofy. You gotta understand that, young and old. When y'all see me look off like that, sometimes y'all understand that I done seen something. But older men, it's more about, with the older guy, it's more about status and appearance. Unfortunately. You can get so far with things like game and height, but sometimes it's gonna come down to status. This was what get all their attention. Having a nice car, keeping it clean, you keeping yourself clean. You know, me, I don't be giving a bleep. Like, my attitude is either they with it or they ain't. If they with it, it'll benefit them. If they ain't, oh well, find somebody better. Let's see. But I do understand the keeping yourself lined up, keeping your car clean. Like me, I got hair, so I gotta stay in the shop, getting it re-rolled and stuff like that. Those things get their attention quicker. Every now and then I'll diet, like I'll let the gray sit in for a little while. Then y'all gonna see I'm a diet. You know, usually I get about 6 to 8 weeks of black. And then I'll go like another 4 months maybe with gray. So it's more about that. So if you want to make it easier for yourself, I'm going to tell you how. All you got to do is go where they at. Go where they at. You go in that store, man, clean as a whistle, you going to get their attention. The ones that say something to you, that's where you start. You don't got to say a bunch of stuff. Keep it brief. Maybe I could call you later. Maybe you could call me later. For me, it's maybe you can call me later. I don't like taking their number. It fuels their delusion. I like them to have to call me. And then after they done called me a couple times, then maybe I'll call them. But it don't matter that much to me. Like God and money do. Like my kids do. That stuff don't. You, at this age, you got kids, even if they grown, you should be getting your money right to leave them something. That's more important than getting a little nookity dook. That's more important. So next thing is get your priorities in order first, like I was just saying. If your priorities are in order, now it's fine. Shoot your shot. Whether it's somebody at work, whether it's somebody out and about, whether it's somebody that knows somebody you know, start inquiring on people. Man, what's up with her? She married? You gotta inquire. For an older dude, inquiring is way more important than it is for a younger dude. Because younger dudes, they got more time on their hands usually than we do. So you got to inquire. You got to know where, who, and how to inquire. Next thing, don't have any patience with rejection either. I said you got to be able to take it, but don't have no patience with it. What do I mean by this? When they reject you, it's over and done with that person. Next. You shouldn't have no patience. You shouldn't be, why you ain't call me? Well, why? Nope. She didn't call you. She didn't call you again. Goodbye. For me, that is a bad sign. If you're not calling, you're not interested. Women is interested in you, you're going to be hearing from them throughout the course of the day somehow. You leave your phone in the car. You're going to come to your phone and it's going to have text messages from that person. Women who don't care, or maybe they trying to use you, that's the next thing. Be aware and beware of women trying to use you. Don't let them use you. Because if you're going to let them use you, you might want to just go ahead and pay up front, get everything. The most important thing to you, one of the most important things, is to wet the ding-a-ling. So get that. If that's the case, you might as well just, how much? Y'all be, why you ain't call me? Why you, man, who is she? Forget her, man. She probably done had, who? How many? 50? 50? You ain't important at all. You done made yourself insignificant. Y'all be making insignificant people significant. Stop paying attention to everybody too. Next thing, you gotta be good at human chess when you older. What do I mean by this? Like, you gotta be strategic. You gotta be one step ahead of these chicks, because you gonna like young ones too. You gotta be one step ahead of them. Like me, I said my age range is 20 to a pretty in shape but didn't fall 65. You could tell the older women that still can do something, like they butt be still up in the air. Like, you know how they butt fall? Like how a lot of women, when they get older, they butt fall. When they butt fall, that's to me, from my research, that's a sign that they sex drive is probably gonna fall with it. But when you see a chick practically 55, butt like these young girls, you already know. Her butt like a 25-year-old. When I say young girl, I'm talking about 20, 25. And she 55, her butt still up there. You already know. Now, of course, it depends, like race and stuff come into play. But y'all know what I'm talking about. When that butt be down there like this, she probably ain't got no sexual desire. And if she trying to pretend like she trying to put that sex on you in the beginning, trust me, man, don't trust her. Don't trust her. Then that way, when she trying to drop off, be like, why you trying to drop off? You know, keep that same energy you've been having. They trying to impress you, and then once they think they got you, now they finna get lazy on you. Nah. Don't let these women get lazy on you. Especially if you're a man, I'm going to tell you that the age group I think has the best advantage in men. I would say between the ages of 30 and 38. The reason why I say that, because you're not too young and you're not too old. You're going to get both. Like, we all have our different advantages. Like, older guys be sometimes more financial settled. Some dudes be in their late 30s, they still ain't got their act together, ain't got it together yet. I think once you hit 45 to 50, you should know what to do and start working on doing it. You should before that. That's why YouTube can be very useful to some. But a lot of time, unfortunately, guys, be like, my father didn't start getting it till like the end of his life. Like, it happens that way for some. Don't let it happen for you. Like me, now I know what it takes. Like the stuff I deal with on this job, 10 years ago, I would have quit already. Would have quit. But you gotta learn, man. What's quitting gonna benefit you? You gotta work on your status, man. Like, all of us should be millionaires. Like, every dude in the United States over the age of 40 should be a millionaire. Because the resources are there for us to become a millionaire. We just don't apply ourselves. Man, I'm looking over here. It's all kind of, oh my goodness. I should put the camera over there. What are they doing over? Must be, it's a bunch of women over there. Next thing goes back to knowing how to vet, and we're gonna make this the last one unless y'all want me to continue. Compare yourself to who she loved. You start asking those questions, those tough questions. Compare yourself to who she loved. Like if you are a guy that ain't never been to jail, you know, maybe you was a thug, but maybe you didn't go to jail, and you changed your life around, and now you know how you're supposed to think as a man. But she liked those jailbird types. Man, you shouldn't like her. Don't date or deal with no woman that like guys that's not gonna be there. Like they like bad guys that's not gonna benefit anybody. So, because that shows you that their judgment is off. And I think most of them do. Some of them say they don't, but you'll see eventually. Because think about it. If that's all they try to get with them, eventually they ain't going to find one of them to be attractive or interesting. They will. So what do you think of this, man? You need more? We can go more. I can come with the notes and whatever else. Just because there's so much more to this. But thanks for watching and keep tuning in. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.